Yeah, those are just test shots.
I heard that.
I always forget about test shots.
You're gonna want to make sure that everything works right.
To be fair, considering it's a little throw off. Well, especially when.
There it is. Listen for the pop of the mortar.
What?
There's a you hear a thunk, and that's the mortar going off that launches the shell. Right
So
there.
I think you should work on a submarine.
What's that?
Like your dad. And I think you should work on a submarine. Like your dad. He's in the nuclear side.
Yo, where's Peanut at? Where's Peanut at today? Hey,
I don't know what ship you're on. He never told me that much.
He's gonna get yelled at. He's gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, look who's proud.
I might just come up on the back deck.
Really don't need to record it.
Niggas trying to play defense. He said we got some
Ooh, aye.
Really?
You like your seat like that? Nobody else got it. Those are fizzled out.
Yeah, a lot of them will do that sometimes. Be nothing more than a fizz out, right? Or sometimes it'd be delayed reaction, right?
What's that?
I said sometimes fireworks would be a fizz out, or sometimes they'll explode in delayed reaction.
Can be. So it's all about how it's designed, the shell is designed. So you have different parts of it. You have the lifting charge that sends it up. More powder in the charge, the faster it goes up. And then there's a delay once it goes up. There's a fuse within the shell.
Because of the powder,
Right.
the X amount of powder in it.
Yeah. So it's all designed in like how that shell is designed. So you're normally not going to have, say, a fizzle. It's designed to wait a certain amount of seconds before it sets the next part of it off.
Like the
So you like a boom and then a boom and then another boom. So you actually have different stages.
It's like one firework
So
doing more than one boom.
Correct. And the colors are all based upon the minerals that are in the fireworks themselves.
Because different minerals can make different colored fires.
Yeah. So green is like copper. One of the ones I know off the top of my head. Iron is red.
Can't some crystals do the same thing? And paper? Can't some like crystals and paper do the same thing with color? Interesting. I always thought it was gunpowder in the fireworks. Old-fashioned gunpowder. Never mind.
And some of them are designed to be showy, and sometimes they're really loud. Those are called reports.
Although why it's going over the water explains why only certain areas these type of fireworks are legal. I can actually see that now. Growing up, I never really got that concept. I just thought maybe the marina was the better was just, you know, the best spot. Not because of the water, but because of how many people like to come here.
Yeah, there's a lot of logistics going into fireworks.
Growing up, I always thought the fireworks were filled with the old-fashioned gunpowder that people don't use anymore.
Some of them still are.
Oh. I did not know that. To be fair, I just thought that as a kid, then I stopped after a while.
No worries. They may not use black powder as much anymore, but they still use gunpowder for your lifting charge. Nitrocellulose.
Makes sense. As long as it can be light, a powder that can be lit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna... Dang it, I thought that was the finale. Oh, wait, never mind. Always on the extra.
Whistling.
Dang it! You guys get my hopes up for nothing.
Yeah, but only in a parade. If you're a prospective member, I can see it. There you go. Yeah, but it's one of those rental things. You're a prospective member. You can justify it to the insurance company if you get in an accident.
I know, right?
Every time it's black, I see the black car. I go, oh,
Listen for the lifting charges.
Huh?
Give me the thump just before they go up. So look over here, and then listen for the thump, and you'll see that going up, right?
Uh-huh.
So when you hear that thump, that's the powder going off that launches it up.
Oh.
So think of it like a cannon where I've got powder and something that goes bang.
Ah.
Powder lights off, it goes up.
Only instead of a cannonball.
So they're called mortars.
It's something more effective.
So it's called a mortar. We use them in artillery as well. So it's just literally all these tubes lined up next to each other, and they light them off.
Oh.
So it's one charge per.
Valley part.
So it's one charge per tube for the entire event. So each thing you see go off was one tube that was pre-staged, and then they send electricity to lifting charges at different times.
that's the lifting car.
Growing up, I thought one of two things. I would either set on a timer, like somebody would have a special timer that would pre-light it.
There's a timing box for like your better, your more high-end fireworks setups.
Like the strength and
where like it's to music, so it'll actually like as it's playing the music, it will fire off those different charges to go with the music.
And then at one point I thought like maybe somebody was at a distance pressing a button.
So normally you have an electronic firing circuit. You do have one person who's got a switch that sets all of that off.
Oh.
But if they needed to do an emergency stop, they have to do an emergency stop, and then they have to fire off all of the charges one at a time to make sure they're all empty. Because you don't want a loaded tube.
Oh. That explains why there's usually extra after the
Because it didn't go off during. So they make sure to send them all off, because otherwise you've got a thing on the ground that can detonate in front of you.
That's fair.
I know how a car will work. I know my car.
Those are reports.
Feels like heart-throbbing moments every time I see the grand finale.